I'm getting a few questions on why this carburetor is mounted sideways. So I figured I'd show you guys. You can see this is the metering block here. Here's the bowl. But these jets are mounted at an angle. These are the main jets. And there's no extensions on them. It's just it's a fairly long jet. And the reason they're mounted sideways is so that it doesn't starve for fuel on the launch and actually during the run on the G-forces, because the fuel can't move away from these jets. It can only move back, and it'll never starve the jet for fuel. Even if the fuel moves back a little bit, it'll still slosh around in there because the bowl will be about half full, about up to here. So it can't ever starve for fuel. Even if the fuel climbs up the back here, it'll still never uncover the forward jet. So that's the reason for mounting these carbs sideways. Pro stock cars mount their carburetors sideways too. They have two of them, and a lot of them actually run the Braswell carburetor. Probably for this reason. I've got a Holley Dominator apart here, and you can see it has jet extension. This is the rear metering block, and has jet extensions on there. This carburetor is designed to run conventional forward and backwards, and it has extensions on here so that under launch, when the fuel goes back in the bowl, it doesn't starve these jets for fuel. On a drag car, if you don't run these extensions, you're going to have a really bad bog off the starting line until that fuel can get back to the jets. The front bowls don't have them because well, they don't need them because there's no fuel going away from the jet under launch. So that's the main reason why this carburetor is mounted sideways. No jet extensions required, and the float is designed to run that jet, so it's not a notch float. If you look in this one here, the Holley has to have a notch float. You see the two notches on the bottom there. You cannot run jet extensions without having a notch float because the float will hit the jet extensions and won't allow the needle and seat to open. So you won't get any fuel going into the bowl if you don't have a notch float with running the jet extensions. So there's kind of two parts that you would need to do that. Pretty well every drag car that I know of that isn't mounted sideways has jet extensions. You have to. So hope that answers your questions, and we'll get back to work.